Hey guys, welcome back to Pocket Eights. I'm Connor, and today we're going to be doing a Versus series. I'm going to be trying to start doing with any of my tournament matches or 1v1 matches. So, with that being said, this is a 8-ball tournament back in Illinois out of Q-Bar. They are out of Downers Grove, and they got some pretty good tables. This is a good buddy of mine, Crew, so we ended up getting paired up for the second round of the winner's side. So there was a match before this. I did end up winning that. The footage didn't turn out the greatest, so I didn't want to post anything. Plus, he's a good buddy of mine, so he was cool with being on camera. He is a 550 plus Fargo going into this. I am only a 400. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it is a unfair handicapped race. So this was a Fargo reported tournament, but it was a APA rule set. So going into that, he ended up actually scratching off the brakes. So we have to do the cue ball in the kitchen off the break after the scratch. So we're going to be trying to figure something out here in a second, but yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. This is the third for me when recording this, and we're doing pretty good so far into the new year. But going back to the match now, yeah, Crew and I are really good good buddies back in Illinois. I really enjoy shooting with him whenever I get the chance. This match really was not a fair race for him because realistically I should have at least went to maybe 4 against him. So the opening shots, I took the 3 into that bottom corner and then took the 1, I think, and we got into a bad spot for the 2. So now I actually double hit that, so gave him ball in hand. Pretty honest player, probably one of the most honest players you'll ever meet. If you ever see me, I call my own shots, and I know what's good and what's not. And if I'm questionable, it's a questionable shot. But most of the time, if I know it's a bad hit, I'll call it. So gave a ball in hand, and it looks like he might actually run out this first rack already off of that ball in hand. This is what happens when you screw up against a higher Fargo, higher skill level player. He did not give himself an easy shot for this 8-ball, and I think he calls it into the bottom right. No, bottom left. Sorry, and just didn't work out. Hit a little full, missed by a couple ball lengths, and it's just what happens when you leave yourself down in the pocket. It's a really unfortunate shot. This, it looks like I played this with a little bit of right. Came 2 rails, very good position shot. I usually don't do that. I usually try and just do 1 rail, and I forget about multi-rail position. And that turned out absolutely beautiful, because it looks like I should be running out the rest of this rack. Now, all you have to do is play this with a little bit of speed. Just line up with the 8-ball. Hit that a little hard. It's still a very makeable shot. I called it in the bottom right. Yeah, not the greatest start. Missed that by a long shot. I think I should have taken a little bit longer to aim, but made the 8-ball into the wrong pocket off the first match. So it is 1-0 Crew right now. Not looking too good for me as of right now. Not the greatest spread right now off of Crew's break. At least it didn't scratch. It's open, so I have, full control of whatever I pick. Right off the layout, the best option is solids, because there's so many clusters for the stripes. It is not a good path to go down. Again, everything you got in perspective of the other guy being a higher level than you, knowing they can run out better than you. And I knew that, so I was shooting really good in this tournament, though. And crew knew that too. So we took the first 2 shots, the center pocket, got the 1 and the 2 out of the way, made the 5 ball. That's a questionable shot. That is a very questionable shot. I might slow that down later and see what happens off of that, but he had no problems with it, it looks like. So he trusts me. I trust him. If, you screw up on a shot, you're going to call it. I don't think... Oh, this looks questionable too. I don't know if the other ball's in the... Yeah. Try and take the 6 into the center, and his 12 was just that little hair. That little hair enough to... You see me laughing too. Yeah, it was not a smart choice. But with the layout of the rack, already knew it was going to be a couple innings just to figure something out. Crew is very good at finding his breakouts and controlling the cue ball. That is probably one of the hardest things for me to still consistently get down, is the correct shot speed. I can see the angles, but the right speed and the right spin and everything. I don't know if he was initially trying to get the breakout on that 11-13. Oh, he missed the 15. Just rattled out of the jaws. Not ideal for him. He had a really good open layout after this, because then he would be more than likely trying to take either the, I think that's the 14, into the center pocket. He would possibly do that. Otherwise, you've got the 13, and you come back out center table, 11, 12, 8. So I take the 3 with some top, because I didn't really have much of an option. I got a breakout that did not help me, because now the 4 and the 6 are not makeable unless they play the combination shot. It might be... No. I don't know if I was trying to play safe and try and just move my ball closer to the pocket. It looks like it worked out for me, because the 4 is basically a pocket hanger from anywhere other than where that straight ball is on his end of the table. And he overcut it. He overcut it. That is, it's making a little bit tighter for him in his grouping. So if I screw up anytime soon, it's not going to be good. Played that with pocket speed, came off the long rail, and it did play into that pocket, so that was good. I think all I have to do is draw out of this a tiny bit, and I did not hit that correct. I hit that on the left side, so I think I would have been able to make that the other way, but called the bank. Banks are open. Nice break. Come on. Oh, so going into this, now it's 1-1. Very good spread. Very good spread. No balls, though. No balls. We're going to pass it back over to Crew right now. And he's actually shooting with a 6060, like the white carbon shaft. So that's the all-white one. It looks really cool. I'd like to try those out again. FG, Federgorst, I really want your playing shaft. Send one over for review. This video, I was actually, this entire tournament, I was basically playing with my brand new Viking cue. You guys know I'm a huge Ravens supporter, and I love Raven, but I'm trying out a brand new Viking cue, and I think it's pretty good. Now he missed on this shot, so we get another look here at the, I think it's solids. And I don't know why we're looking at the 2, unless we're trying to come out back to the center of the table and play 2. No, just 1 rail and bump into the 1. Going into the new year, I think I need to work on position play a lot more, because that's probably the weakest part of my game currently. I can see the patterns, but getting the cue ball to that spot to run the pattern, it never works out. So I think that's probably my New Year's resolution, is to work on position play and cue ball control more. A little bit of shot making too. I had some easy, like that first rack. I should have made that first ball. It looked like I was so confident in it, and it didn't work. So we gotta wait for this guy on the table to the right for me to get over, because I think I was trying to do something with the 5 here. The 6 is a little tricky, it looks like, because I don't know if the 9 blocks that pocket. So came 2 rails with it. I should have just done maybe a little bit slower than that. I guess it works out because I do have a shot on the 7. But then the 4 and the 6 are very troublesome balls right now. So trying to figure out how to get to those, I don't even know exactly what I was thinking going through this now. It does look like we're going to go for the 7. Just take this down the rail with some top. Came out nicely. Now, I don't see a shot on the 1. And I'm lining up for the 4, actually. So I must be cutting that thin. Yeah, very, very thin shot. And still a very bad shot for the 1. And I still don't think the 6 goes. The 8's in an okay spot, but if I miss, it looks like he's got a very easy run out. His only trouble ball right now would be the 9. We're lining up for the 6. Is this the 3 rail position that I end up doing? It is, yeah. That's such a beautiful shot to execute. It just makes it you look like you know what you're doing when that works. Ended up pulling it off pretty well, and we played that. We had to have played that with like a center left or like a little bit of top left, because the way that it came back off the rail. Now looking at it, I should have just played it with top and let the cue ball kind of roll back out, but top right would have also worked, or even just a little bit of right, so that it comes out on the bottom side, I think, of his 10, because we're going for a kick on the 8, and we make it, but we scratch. That was such a good shot if we played it correctly. That would have been the 2 matches we needed. That would have been the 2. We had 1 easy miss in the first game. We got the second game, and then the third game we do that. So this is what I'm talking about. It's the little things of the position play and getting out of shape. Crew will punish me if I give him the chance, and so far I haven't given him too many chances. I've given him 2. Unfortunately, it's not a way most people want to win, but you know, you take the wins as you go, especially with this being a 5-2 race. It should have been a 5-3 at the least. At the least. Yeah, the look of disapproval. Oh, rattled in the middle. That should have went. And nothing went. So there's a really, really big open look on the table right now. And the clear option is solids. There's really no other way to kind of look at that, because you got pocket hangers, you got stuff that's connected. I see a little triangle with the top corner with the 1, 6, and the 4. Could play the 4 into the 6 and make the 6, and then leave the 4 hanging, and then that could get moved out. But it's I think I might try and take the 6, if not the 1 right now, because I'm not even attempting to look at the bottom of the table for the 7 and the 2. Come rail first to carry speed. I don't know if that's what I was intending to do. I know I didn't want to get left out, but I think I was trying to get on the other side of the 4 or the 1 so that I could try and take the 4. But it looks like I'm really focused on that side of the table first, because the 4 is my biggest problem ball. Everything else is realistically makeable. Make a really thin cut on the 1. Cue ball carries so far on these tables. The cloth that they used, I think it's champion cloth. It was actually playing pretty fast. I think they just refelt it a couple months ago, maybe. Tables are really dirty already, but the tables do play quite fast. So now we're faced with either making the 3 or the 4, but I'm taking the 4, and if I play this with just a center ball, I should be able to come back out for the 3. But we got to make the 4 first, so we're going to give it back over to Crew. However, we just made a cluster with his 13 and 9, so that made it that was lucky for us. But I think he's going to maneuver through this rack pretty good. He's going to play this with draw. Draw and came off the nipple of the center pocket. What a shot. Got the breakout. Yeah, this is looking like a very routine run out. The only thing is that 15 on that short rail at the top. That is a easily missed shot. Long. I think he might take it. No, he's not taking it now. He's going to take control of the pocket. Very smart move. Stops me from making anything in this pocket now. And I don't really have any good shots right now on the 4 or the 3. So I think I'm just going to try and play it safe and just get the 4 out of there. Unless I'm trying to bank this. I think I was trying to bank it. Carried a lot of spin. I must have hit that with some left. Either left or right. I did not hit that center because you saw how it came off the short rail on the bottom of the screen. Very nice, slow, touchy shot. I think playing that a little bit faster would have been more beneficial because then it comes out a little bit further. He's correct on playing it slow so that you don't overrun it, but maybe a little bit more speed. Beautiful cut shot down to that back left pocket. Holy cow. And that white carbon cue looks so good. It just sticks out. Very contrasty against the blue. But excellent shot, Crew. That was awesome. Oh, he went for the bank. I didn't know if he could go for the cut. That's what I was trying to figure out here for a second. Again, didn't leave me much. I'd have to pull off the same shot that he just made the shot before that. And this is probably the worst shot for me to make, is on the rail. My cue's really long. Yeah, I was gonna say, if I jack up, it's because there's a wall behind me there, and my cue hits it. Yeah, I tried to cut that in. Not a very high percentage shot for me there, and he knew it. Very smart on his end. Nice easy shot, just straight, and then a very simple looking 8-ball. Called it in that back right pocket. And that is that. That should be 2-1 now. Let me think about that. Lost the first rack, won the second rack. Lost the second. That should be 3-1. That should be 3-1 right now. Makes a ball off of the break. It looked like it was a stripe. Oh, don't listen to me. Holy cow. Made 3 balls. It looks like he made 2 stripes and a solid, because I see 3 balls there in the ball return. I do have some new stuff that I'm working on getting content for. I do enjoy doing the review videos. This is something that I want to continue going on into the future, is these versus matches, because it also helps me see and improve my skill. But going forward after this video, I've got some really cool products that I'm trying to get on camera. I am thinking about doing a tip review for the year of all the best playing tips, because I've tried a bunch, and in this video I was trying another new tip that I've never tried before. However, let's get back to the match, because it looks like Crew might run me out again. It's looking like a really good layout, because I am stripes right now because he picked solids after the break because it was still open. APA rule set. He went for the cut on the 5. I don't know if that was the best decision, but he knows that I've got a huge problem right now with the 15, 9, and the 13, because the 13's tied up on the 1. The 9 and the 15 are kind of tied up just because of they're right next to each other, so they really don't have a home to go in yet. So we take the 14, play that off the rail, and we're going to hide ourselves. So I think the only thing to do smart right now is to break these out and try and leave him in a bad situation for a lower percentage shot, possibly. Yeah, so we hit that 15 first. Ooh, we almost scratched in the middle. The last thing we need to do is give him another ball in hand, because the first thing he's doing is taking that one ball out. In this situation, your run out is 1, 3, 5, 8, and that's how you get out, and that's how I see it. There might be other ways, but he plays a defensive shot because I really left him nothing, so it was very smart on his part. So I've got to figure out how to get down to that 13. It looks like I'm taking the 9 to try and play that way too hard. Play that way too hard. I think I was trying to get a lot of action out of the cue ball to try and see if I can make something happen with the breakout. Same with Crew here. Plays this very, very hard into a draw shot. Almost scratches. And I don't think he can see either of the balls because of where he's at. Yeah, he's going for a kick. Should be able to hit the 1 or the 5. I don't know if he hit anything. Oh, ball in hand. Yeah, I saw my hand do the ball in hand gesture. First thing you do when playing 8-ball is take your trouble ball off the table. The trouble ball right now is the 13, whether that means you take it into a pocket or you go for a breakout. That's what you do. My run out that I see right now is 9, 11, and then I don't know if that's the 15 or the 12. It's hard to see on the screen right now, but that would be the ideal run out. So just kind of come forward off the 9 and make. I don't know if the 11 passes or not. I played it for the 11. Let's see. We're taking a look. We're waving our cue around like it's a wand. We avoided it, so I don't think the 11 goes anywhere. Play the same power follow shot again and did the exact same thing of basically just kind of putting ourselves in a really bad spot. So now I think the only thing I can do is to kick at it. And I don't know if... Yeah, we give him ball in hand. Oh, man, that sucks. Got to work on kicking as well. We're figuring out what we need to do. Well played safe. Well played safe. Trying to freeze me on the 1. Very smart decision. It might have been more... It might have been better to play that defensive shot into the rail and hide me that way so that I could try and kick at it again, because then going into that, he could just play 2 little draw shots on that and he's out. Very good defensive shot. I was able to do a 2-rail kick out of there and turned out pretty good. Now I see the 11 possibly going into that back right pocket. I can't tell with the way I'm lined up. It looks like I'm lining up to take that into the middle. I'm playing, it looks like center ball, so just I'm playing the tangent line. Did I get enough speed? I did. So just enough speed to get down for the 8. That's my 2 matches. 3-2 is the final score. Crew is a very, very good player, and I really enjoy playing with him. I'm going to try and do another versus match against him when I go back to Illinois, because I would like to do like an even race, 5-5, 6-6, something like that. I know I can keep up with him. Feel really bad that, you know, the match went the way it did, but that's just the unfortunate thing of handicapped races, especially when you're playing people you know you can play. This tournament was a blast to play in, and thanks for watching. We'll try and get some more videos like this out, but until then, keep pocketing 8s, and we'll catch you in the next one.